Hello students, this is Sriram Triveni, lecturer in botany. Today I am discussing about the topic Mendelian genetics. This is very important topics in this video. I have to explain about what is monohybrid cross, what is dihybrid cross, what is test cross, what is back cross. What are the characters of pea plant and theories of Mendel laws, that is Mendelian inheritance, law of dominance, law of segregation and law of independent assortment. These all topics we will discuss in this video. So first of all, we have to know about the father of genetics. So first of all, he is a scientist. He experimented on pea plant. So he regarded as father of genetics, who is Gregor John Mendel. Okay. Then what is genetics? So the study of heredity and variations is called genetics. Okay ma, the definition for the genetics is the study of heredity and variations is called genetics, and Gregor John Mendel is regarded as father of genetics. Father of, who is father of genetics ma? Gregor John Mendel. So he is responsible for the laws of governing inheritance of traits. He is the Gregor John Mendel. So some information about Gregor John Mendel is here. He studied the inheritance of traits in pea plant. Okay, pea plant. He developed the laws of inheritance. Mendel's works was not recognized until the turn of the 20th century. And between the 1856 and 1863, Mendel cultivated and tested some 28,000 pea plants. Okay, ma? 28,000 pea plants. He experimented and tested in the pea plants. Those are 28,000 pea plants. He found that the plant's offsprings retain traits of the parents. He recognized, what is that ma? So plants of offsprings retain traits of the parent. So here the genetic terminology is here. This terminology is useful for the genetics chapter. So you have to know about these terms. So first terminology is trait. So what is trait? Any characteristic that can be passed from parent to offspring is called trait. Okay ma? Any characteristic feature that can be passed from the parent to offspring. So from parent to offspring, some characters will come. This character is called as trait. For example, in the plants, the size of the fruit or taste of the fruit passed, that is a character passed from parent to the offsprings. This is called as trait. Okay, trait. So any characteristic feature that can be passed from the parent to the offsprings is called as trait. And next one is heredity. So what is heredity? Passing of traits from parent to offsprings. That is heredity. So small difference is there for trait and heredity. In the heredity, the traits will be passing. What is trait? The characteristic feature come from the parent to offspring is trait, but passing of traits from parent to offspring is heredity. Okay ma? Next one is genetics. So the study of heredity and variations is called genetics. Okay. Next one, in this genetics, Two types of crosses are there. The first one is monohybrid cross and the second one is dihybrid cross. Monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So what is monohybrid cross? A cross involving in a single trait. A cross involving in a single trait. A cross means color with color or shape with shape, as height or height with height. Okay, these are the characteristics. So single character means height of the plant, that means tall and short. Okay, size of the pod, okay, or shape of the pod. This is a size, shape, length or height. These are the characteristics. So in the monohybrid class, only one trait is involving, either height or either shape, okay, either color, okay, but the single trait is involving in the monohybrid cross. So monohybrid cross means, mono means single, so a cross involving a single trait is called as monohybrid cross. For example, flower color and plant height, like that. Next one is dihybrid cross. The name indicates that. What is that? Di means two. So two traits are involved in the dihybrid cross. A cross involving two traits is called dihybrid cross. For example is flower color and plant height. Flower color and plant height. These are the two characters. These are the two traits involved in the dihybrid cross. Okay, ma. Next one is genes. So designer genes. So first one, the terminology is allele. What is allele or allele? What? It can be pronounced allele or allele. That is your wish. And these are the alleles. Alleles means two forms of a gene. Two forms of a gene is called as alleles. All of you must write down these terms, ma. So allele means two forms of a gene. That means what are the two forms? That is a dominant gene and the recessive gene. Dominant gene, which is always indicate with the alphabets, capital letters or uppercase alphabets you can use for the dominant genes. And next one is a recessive gene. The recessive gene is always indicate with the lowercase, that means small alphabets, lowercase of alphabets. Dominant genes indicate with the uppercase and the recessive genes indicate the lowercase. This is the basic phenomena we have to remember. Next one is dominant. What is dominant and what is recessive? You have to know. There is need to know about these terms and the genetics. So dominant means stronger of two genes expressed in the hybrid. Stronger of two genes expressed in the hybrid is called as dominant. Okay, ma. So it is represented by a capital letter. So this dominant gene is always stronger than the other gene. Next one is recessive gene. So recessive gene is completely opposite to the dominant gene. So recessive gene means gene that show up less often in a cross is called as often in a cross. It is called as recessive gene. This recessive gene is indicated with the lower case of alphabets. Okay. So other terminology is also there. Those are genotype. So what is genotype? Gene combination for a trait. Genotype means gene combination for a trait is called as genotype. Genotype, for example, for the genotype is capital R, capital R. In this, two dominant genes are there. Capital R, small r means capital R means one dominant gene, small r means one recessive gene, and small r. These two are the recessive genes. So there is a combination. Here in the first capital R, these two are the dominant gene combination, and the second one is capital R, small r. This is a combination with the dominant and recessive gene. Dominant is indicated with capital R and recessive gene indicated with small r. So in this genotype, both the dominant and recessive genes are there. And next one is small r. In this page of genes, or in this trait, or in this genotype, only recessive genes are present. Okay, this is about genotype. Genotype means gene combination for a trait is called as genotype. Geno. So the name indicate that genes. Okay, ma. Next one is phenotype. Phenotype means the physical. Pheno means physical feature resulting from a genotype. So the phenotype is completely dependent on the genotype. Why? Because in the genotype, the dominant and recessive genes are there, depend upon the dominant and recessive genes that indicate the trait. The trait means that character, the characteristic feature. So that in the phenotype, depend upon the genotype. For example, capital R, these two are the indicate the red color. Dominant genes that indicate the red color. So that this is a phenotype. Red, white, yellow. These are the phenotype characters. So in the phenotype we observe the characters, not the genes. So the genes of the characters involved in the phenotype. Okay, the phenotype is completely depends on the genotype. The physical feature resulting from the genotype is called as phenotype. For example, red, yellow, purple, like that. Next one, genotype and phenotype in a flower. So here there is a flower. This flower, so red color flowers are in this slide, red and yellow color flowers are there. In the genotype, capital R indicates a red flower and small r indicate the yellow flowers. So capital R means that is a dominant gene, dominant trait, and small r is a recessive trait. Okay, recessive trait. So that capital R indicates red flower and small r indicates the yellow flower. In this slide, all of you must observe the red and yellow flowers are there. So all genes occur in pairs. So two alleles affect a characteristic. Possible combinations are genotypes: capital R, capital R, small r, small r, small r. You have to remember one thing: based on the Mendelian genetics, capital letter, that is a dominant gene, exhibit the characteristic feature. Even when the recessive gene also combine together, but the dominant gene will express its trait, express its nature. Okay, so recessive gene will suppress when at the time of combined with dominant gene. That is the main thing. Okay, keep in your mind, and that is a major thing. That means as per the Mendelian genetics, dominant gene will exhibit its character only. So then where the recessive gene exhibits its character, recessive genes also exhibits its character, but in the genotype, the two genes two alleles are homozygous. Homozygous means both are recessive. Then only it can be expressed in the recessive genes or recessive trait. Okay, recessive phenotype. Okay, ma. So that the genotypes are capital R, capital R, capital R, small r, small r, small r. Okay, the phenotypes are, what is capital R ma? Capital R indicates the red color. Capital R small r indicates the red color. Why capital R small r indicates the red color? Small r is a recessive gene, capital R is a dominant gene. When at the combination with dominant and recessive genes, only dominant gene will express its character and recessive gene suppresses its character by the dominant gene. Okay, so that in the capital R small r genotype, it can be expressed as a red color. Then small r, in this is a homozygous recessive genes. So both the genes in the allele are recessive, so that only recessive expression will be expressed. That is a phenotype. In the phenotype, yellow colored flowers are exhibited. So in the genotype, two types of the genotypes are there, that is homozygous and heterozygous. What is homozygous and what is heterozygous? I will explain now. Homo means similar, hetero means different. Okay, homo means similar, same, hetero means different. So in the homozygous genotype, gene combination involving two dominant genes or two recessive genes. So in the homozygous genotype, gene combination involving in two dominant genes or two recessive genes. For example, what are the two dominant genes? Capital R, these two are the two dominant genes, and small r, the two recessive genes. So in this homozygous hybrids or homozygous alleles, it can be present only the pure alleles. What is the purity? Pure means presence of dominant genes or presence of recessive genes. Not both are combined together in the homozygosity. Okay, ma? That is one thing you have to keep it in mind. Okay, homozygous means the combination involving in the two dominant and the two recessive genes is called as the homozygous. Okay, this is called as a homozygosity. And the next one is heterozygosity. Hetero means different. So the name indicates that in that two different types of genes are there. What are the two different types of genes? One is a dominant gene, another is a recessive gene. So in the heterozygous hybrid, both the dominant and recessive genes are there. So in the allele, both the dominant and recessive combinations are there. So capital R, small r is a very good example for the heterozygous hybrid, or this nature is called as heterozygosity. This is about homozygosity and heterozygosity. Now we are going to the Mendel experiment. So Mendel experiment is done on which plant, ma? Pea plant. Okay. So you may raise a doubt. Why he is always take the pea plant only? So many plants are there on the earth, but he selected why pea plant? Okay, that is a major doubt all the students will get. Okay, so why? Because he select the Pisum sativum, that is a pea plant. Okay, Pisum sativum. So why? Some of the characters are there, some of the feasible characters are there in the Pisum sativum, so that he taken the plant for his experiments. Okay, ma? So what are the characteristic features of the pea plant? Why? Because he take the pea plant is can be this peas or Pisum sativum can be grown in a small area. That is a very advantage. Okay, ma? Next one, produce lots of offspring. So pea plant produce lots of offsprings. This is the second advantage. And third advantage is produce pure plants when allowed to self-pollinate. Okay, ma? Allowed to pure plants produce pure plants when allowed to the self-pollinated. If the plants are self-pollinated, so what are the offsprings? In the offsprings, the only pure plants both those offsprings are having the characteristics of parents only. This is also one advantage for his taking the Pisum sativum, and it can be, and then pollen grains sperm produced by the stamen. Ovary contains eggs found inside the ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ovules are present inside the ovary and stamens are there. This is a pistil, and pollen carries sperm to the eggs for the fertilization. This is self-fertilization can occur in the same flower. Cross pollination can occur between the two different flowers. That is the cross pollination, cross fertilization. Self fertilization and cross fertilization. Self fertilization involved in the same flower. Cross fertilization involved in between the two flowers. Okay ma. Next one he will go to the. So this is understood ma, why he is taken the Pisum sativum. It can be grown in a small area and produce lots of offsprings and produce true plants when allowed to self-pollinated for the several generations. Okay. Reproduction flowering plants lo, in reproduction in flowering plants we have to know about the two terminologies, that is self fertilization and cross fertilization. Self fertilization is done in the same flower and cross fertilization occur in between the two flowers. Okay. Mendel experimental methods are: Mendel hand pollinated flowers using a point brush. In this slide you may observe the point brush he taken from the flower. He could snip the stamens to prevent self pollination. Okay ma, he could snip the stamens to prevent the self pollination. Covered each flower with a cloth bag. Why is covered with a cloth bag? If the flower is not covered with a cloth bag, there is a possibility for the cross pollination. Okay. So that so covered with each flower with a cloth bag, he traced to the several generation. How Mendel began? So here the Mendel produced pure strains by allowing the plants to self-pollinated for several generations. So ikkada self-pollinated method is showing in this slide ma. So this is a male flower. Okay, male anther. This is a female stigma. This is a ovary. Okay ma. This is anther, female stigma. This is a ovary. Okay. So fertilization will done. So after the fertilization, the seeds will be germinated here. The seeds will be germinated here like this and produced pea plants like this. Then from the male anther, female stigma will take the pollen grains and taken into the ovary, and set fertilization is there. After the fertilization, the seeds will be formed. After the seeds sowing on the soil, the seeds will germinate and produce a pea plant. So this is a self-pollination technique. So here Mendel produced pure strains by allowing the plants to self-pollinated for several generations. So a pea plant having different traits. So 8 pea plant traits are there. The first one is seed shape, seed color, okay, pod shape, pod color, okay, seed coat color, flower position, okay, plant height, different types of stem length, flower position. These are the different characters involved in the pea plant traits. So here pea plant characteristics studied by Mendel are: first one is seed shape in this table. The first one is the characteristic studied. Okay. Second one is dominant trait, and the third one is recessive trait. So first one is seed shape, smooth and wrinkled. seed color yellow and green. Pod shape inflated and wrinkled. Pod color green and yellow. You may observe in this slide, ma'am. Those are the different types are there. Seed shape here, the smooth seed shape is, this is a wrinkled. Seed color is yellow, seed color is green. Pod shape is inflated and pod shape is wrinkled. Pod color is green and pod color is yellow. Okay, next flower color. Purple color is there, purple color flower and white color flower. Flower position, flower present on the on stem and at the tip, axillary and terminally position, terminal position and axillary position of the flower. And stem length, tall stem and dwarf stem. This so all of you must write these, ma'am, this table. Okay, here dominant trait. What is the dominant trait and what is the recessive trait? Ratio of dominant to recessive in F2 generation as is shown in this table. First one is dominant trait: smooth seed, wrinkled seed, yellow seed, green seed. Dominant traits are smooth seed, yellow seed, inflated pod, green pod, purple flower, purple on flower on stem and tall stem. These are the dominant traits. And recessive traits are wrinkled seeds, green seed, wrinkled pod, yellow pod, white flower, flowered tip, dwarf stem. These are the recessive characters. So here is a question. Did the observed ratio match the theoretical ratio, ma? So the theoretical or expected ratio of plants producing round or wrinkled seeds is 3:1. 3 round, 1 wrinkled. So here, as per the dominance, law of dominance, the dominant genes express their character. So the dominant characters will be more comparative from the recessive characters. And Mendel's observed ratio was 2.96:1, that is 3:1. The discrepancy is due to the statistical error. Okay, ma? The larger the sample, the more nearly the results approximate to the theoretical ratio. And next one is generation gap. Parental generation. The parental generation is a breeding experiment. Okay, ma? F1 generation. The first generation offspring in the breeding experiment is called as a F1 generation. So, first filial generation is called as F1 generation. From the breeding individual from the P1 generation, parent 1 generation is equal to F2 generation. So, F2 generation is equal to the second generation offsprings in the breeding experiment is called as F2 generation. F2 generation means second filial generation. F1 and F2. From the F1, F2 can be raised. Okay, ma? So here flower, following the generations are there. Here some plants are there. So parental generation, F1 generation and F2 generation. So cross two plants resulting in hybrids, and cross two hybrids get 3 tall and 1 short. Okay, ma? Here so here in the parent generation, cross two pure plants, that is a capital T tall plant, this is a small t dwarf plant. Tall plant is crossed with dwarf plant. This is a tall plant, this is a dwarf plant, resulting in all hybrids can capital T small t. So in the F1 generation, all tall plants will be produced. So in the F2 generation, second filial generation, the cross two hybrids get 3 tall. These 3 are tall. Okay, this one is short. So 3:1 ratio will be came here. Okay, ma. This is the main cross in the Mendelian theories. So in the monohybrid crosses, so parental monohybrid cross trait is, we have to take the trait is seed shape. So alleles are round wrinkled, capital R into small r. So cross round seeds crossed with wrinkled seeds. Round seeds indicate capital R, and wrinkled seeds indicate small r. So we can draw the Punnett board here. We have to take the dominant genes from the left side of the Punnett board, and the recessive genes take the top of the Punnett board. So capital R, small r and small r. So then you can draw the Punnett board like this: capital R, small r, next capital R, small r like this, next capital R, small r, right like this, and capital R, small r, right like this. So here genotypes, you have to write the genotypes. Capital R, small r, capital R, small r, capital R, small r, capital R, small r. All are capital R, small r. So genotype is capital R, small r. The phenotype is all are round. Why? Because all are round, ma? Because when at the combination with the recessive genes with the dominant gene, only dominant gene will express its character, recessive genes will be suppressed, so that all four are round. Okay. Next ratio is all alike. Phenotypic ratio is also all alike. Next, F1 monohybrid cross preview is homozygous dominant is crossed with homozygous recessive. The offsprings all heterozygous hybrids can be produced, and these offsprings are called as F1 generation. So genotypic and phenotypic ratio is all alike. Okay, ma. So here you have to write the F1 monohybrid cross. You have to take the Punnett board like this, ma. So in the before slide, in the monohybrid cross, dominant genes are take left side of the Punnett board, and the recessive genes take the top of the Punnett board. But here this is the phenomena to take genes. So how to take the genes? So capital R is a round and small r is a wrinkle. Round seeds is crossed with round seeds. So here capital R, you have to take the capital R, small r on the left side of the Punnett board, and capital R, small r, you take the top of the Punnett board and draw the Punnett board like this: capital R, small r. Then you will go to the second row. Capital letter dominant gene write first, and then we will go to the recessive gene. So capital R, small r, and small r write like this. Okay. Next we have to raise the genotypes. Write the genotype. What are the genotypes, ma? Capital R, small r. These two are the same, so write one time. And small r. So how many capital R are there? 1. Okay. How many capital R, small r are there? 2. How many small r are there? 1. So total the genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Then you have to write the phenotypic ratio. How to write the phenotypic ratio? Depend upon the genotypic ratio, you have to write the phenotypic ratio. So what is the capital R character? Red. Okay. Capital R, round. Okay, nama. Capital R, small r character is also round. Capital R, small r is equal to round. Small r is equal to wrinkled. So these two are round and this only one is wrinkled. So that 3 round, 1 wrinkle. So 3:1 is the phenotypic ratio. Okay, ma? Phenotypic ratio. So cross review for the F1 monohybrid cross is the cross between heterozygous and the heterozygous offsprings can be produced like this: 25% homozygous dominant genes are there, 50% heterozygous dominant genes are there, remaining 25% homozygous recessive genes are there. So 25% homozygous dominant means capital R, 50% homozygous means capital R smaller. This capital R smaller is 2. Capital R is 1. Remaining 25% homozygous was smaller. This is 1. So the ratio is 1:2:1. Okay ma. Next offsprings are called F2 generation. Next genotypic ratio is 1:2:1 and phenotypic ratio is 3:1. So this is about the monohybrid class. And what do the pea looks like? Some of these peas have a smooth texture while others are wrinkled. So observe Isma, this is a smooth texture and few of the seeds are wrinkled texture. Okay ma. So in the next video I will explain the remaining topics. So I will revise. I have to revise this. So Mendelian genetics. What are the Mendelian genetics? First one, you have to know about the what is genetics. The study of heredity and variations is called genetics, and Mendel is regarded as the father of genetics. So Geiger John Mendel is responsible for the law of governing of inheritance of traits. Okay ma. So between 1856 and 1863 Mendelian cultivated and tested 20,000 pea plants, and he found that the plant's offsprings retained traits of the parent. The genetic terminology is there. First one is trait. What is trait? Any characteristic feature that can be passed from the parent to the offspring is called trait. And what is heredity? Passing traits from the parent to offspring is called heredity. Okay. What is genetic? The study of heredity and variations is called genetics. And what is monohybrid cross? Mono means single. A cross involving in a single trait is called as monohybrid cross. For example, we will take the flower color or flower height or pod shape and pod color like that. Next one, dihybrid cross, a cross involving two traits. So example, flower color and plant height we have to take in the dihybrid cross. Next one, some more terminology is there in the genetics, that is alleles. So what is alleles? Two forms of a gene is called allele. For example, dominant gene and the recessive gene. Dominant gene means the stronger of two genes. If in the alleles two genes are present, in those allele which genes is stronger, that means that is a dominant gene, and remaining is recessive gene. Okay ma. Stronger of two genes expressed in the hybrid represented by a capital letter. So that one is capital R. For example, this is called as dominant gene. And the recessive genes, gene that shows up less often in a cross, is represented by a lowercase letter, that is called as recessive genes. And some more terminology is there for the genotype, and this is the genotype and phenotype. Genotype means the gene combination for a trait is called as genotype. For example, capital R, small r and small r. The phenotype, the physical feature resulting from a genotype, is called as phenotype. For example, red color, white color, purple color. So always you keep it in mind that the phenotype is always depends on the genotype only. And genotype of allele, capital R indicate the red flower and small r indicate the yellow flower. All genes occur in a pairs, so two alleles affect a characteristic. Possible combinations are there. Genotypes are capital R, small r and small r. Phenotypes are capital R indicates red, capital R small r is also indicates red. Why? Because here the recessive gene suppressed when it combined with the dominant gene. So dominant gene will only be exhibits its character, so that it gives the red color, and small r will gives the yellow color. Next, some important terminology is here, that is homozygosity and heterozygosity. Homo means same and heterozygous means different. So in the homozygous genotypes, gene combinations involving the two dominant genes or two recessive genes. For example, capital R are the two dominant genes, that is this is a dominant allele or homozygous allele, and next one is a small r, that is a recessive homozygous allele. So this nature is called as homozygosity. Next one is a heterozygous genotype. Gene combination of one dominant and one recessive allele is also called as a heterozygous hybrid. This is called heterozygosity, and this is also called as a hybrid. So heterozygous, in the heterozygous genotypes, both the dominant and recessive genes are there. For example, capital R and small r. Okay, ma. Mendel take the pea plant for his experiments. Why? Because some of the advantages are there. So it can be grown in a small area and produce lots of offsprings and produce pure plants when pollinated too, and when allowed to self-pollinate in several generations. Okay, ma. So Mendel begins pure strains by allowing the plants to self-pollinated for several generations like this. Okay, ma. And remaining topic I will explain in the next video. Okay, all of you stay home and stay safe. Thank you.